What's next for Henry Cejudo after his devastating loss to Merab Dvalishvili, where he got picked up over Merab's head, slammed on the ground, Matt Hughes, Frank Drake style, way back in the day. He got dominated by another wrestler. He got out-wrestled. Big hit to the ego, I'm sure, from the Olympic gold medalist wrestler. Bad loss. He's also 37 years old. In the bantamweight division, where 37-year-olds typically do not do well. They definitely don't earn championships. You know, it's tough. It's tough out here for a legend. We saw that with Volkanovski just the other week. So, what's next for him? In my opinion, it's not fighting. And he's already said this, essentially. He said that he doesn't want to fight for money. He wants to fight for legacy. He wants to fight, for titles. He doesn't want to just fight to fight. In my opinion, the only non-title fight that is a legacy fight for Henry Cejudo is the fight against Alexander Volkanovski. And I actually think it's a good fight. I think it's a fight people would love to watch. I think it's a fight that makes sense. They're both coming off of a loss. They're both aging. And not for nothing, but it reminds me of Uriah Faber versus Frankie Edgar. Two legends. There wasn't title implications or anything on the line, really. It was just two legends stacking up for legacy. Uriah Faber was a legend in the lower weight classes. He pioneered. He's pretty much the reason why we have featherweight, bantamweight, and lower weight classes in the UFC to begin with. If Uriah Faber doesn't pop off in the WEC, the UFC don't pay attention to those small guys and they don't bring them over. But Frankie Edgar doing his thing, really small guy, probably should have been a 135er, but they didn't have him in the UFC, so he won the lightweight belt instead. Two absolute legends who didn't get to meet in their primes finally coming together. And it's just beautiful to see that. It's like, Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron coming together, Godzilla and King Kong. It's two megastars with huge legacy coming together finally. And that's what I would like to see, Henry Cejudo versus Volkanovski. Now, that's probably not going to happen. That was a lot of fan fiction right there, some MMA fan fiction for you. You're welcome. But what's more likely to happen, and what I think makes more sense, is Henry Cejudo becoming a coach. If he becomes a coach in the sport of mixed martial arts and he coaches his first champion, he can be the first champion to coach a champion. Not the first, I'm sure there's others, but you get what I'm saying. He could complete that side of his legacy as well. And I know he's spoken about how he's so selfish and that's how you have to be as an athlete, but maybe he uses this opportunity to grow and mature and he's able to learn that unselfishness. He's a family man now. He has to. He can't be selfish anymore. It's a different chapter of his life. Maybe he can become a coach and maybe he could bring a guy up and have him win a championship. He's cornered other people before. He's helped people get ready for fights before. He helped, Kelvin Gastelum, and many others, But, yeah, that's what I would like to see for him. Henry even talks about how he needs something to conquer. He's a conqueror. He needs something a mountain to climb, so to speak. But he already climbed Mount Everest and Mount Vesuvius, He climbed big-ass mountains already. Double champion. What, are you just going to do it again? It ain't the same. It don't hit the same. Just doing it again, So, for me, that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see the Volkanovski fight. I think that's a beautiful legacy fight. Fans would love it. You could main event a fight night off of that. Great fight right there. And if Volk wins, hey, give him to Poirier. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, give him. Let him run it back, builds him up a little bit more. It's a winnable fight for Volk. He is the younger guy in that fight. He's not going to be against Taporia. He's going to be the old man against Taporia, but Henry's the old man in that fight. So let them go at it. And either way, it's just a fun fight for the fans. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you agree, disagree, doesn't matter. Join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are appreciated.